Have you ever made a decision and had no idea why? You chose the wrong person. You stayed in the wrong job. You self-sabotaged right before a breakthrough, and you told yourself it was bad luck, or bad timing, or just the way things are. But what if I told you it had nothing to do with luck? What if the real reason is something running silently inside your mind right now? Something you cannot see. Something you did not even choose. Something that has been controlling your entire life since you were a child. That thing is your subconscious mind. And today, everything changes. By the end of this video, you will understand something most people never figure out. You will know exactly why you keep repeating the same patterns. You will understand why some people seem to attract success effortlessly. And you will have 3 specific steps to start reprogramming your mind today. Most people spend their whole life fighting symptoms. They try harder, they hustle more, they read books, they set goals, but nothing sticks because they never fix the root. Stay until the end. What you are about to learn will explain every failure and every success you have ever had. This is not motivation. This is science, and it will change how you see yourself forever. Chapter 1. The trap everyone falls into. Let me tell you about 2 people. Call them Alex and Ben. Alex wakes up every morning full of motivation. He writes his goals. He reads self-help books. He tells everyone he is going to change his life this year. By February, he is back to old habits. He cannot explain it. He feels like a failure. He tries again next January. Ben does not hustle loudly. He does not post about his goals. He barely talks about success at all. But Ben keeps getting promotions. His business grows quietly. His relationships are healthy. His bank account grows every year. Alex thinks Ben is lucky. Alex thinks some people just have it and some people do not. But Alex is completely wrong. Here is the trap. Almost every person alive is trying to change their life from the surface. They change their actions, but not their programming. They paint over the rust instead of removing it. Think of your mind like an iceberg. The part above the water is your conscious mind. That is where your goals live. That is where your motivation lives. That is where your willpower lives. But 95% of the iceberg is underwater. That is your subconscious mind. That is where your real beliefs live, your real identity, your real expectations about life. And here is the terrifying part. The underwater part always wins. You can want success consciously with every part of your visible mind. But if your subconscious believes you do not deserve it, you will destroy every opportunity, every single time. This is why Alex keeps failing. This is why so many hardworking people stay stuck. They are fighting against themselves and they do not even know it. But why does this happen? How did your subconscious get programmed this way? The answer goes back further than you think. Chapter 2. The science behind the trap. Scientists have discovered something extraordinary about the human brain. Between the ages of 0 and 7, your brain operates like a sponge. It absorbs everything without filtering. It records every experience, every emotion, every repeated message from the adults around you. During these years, your brain produces slow brain waves called theta waves. This is the same state as hypnosis. You were literally being hypnotized by your environment as a child. Every time someone told you money is hard to earn, that went in. Every time you watched people around you struggle, that went in. Every time you were told to be realistic or stop dreaming, that went in. And your brain stored all of it as truth. This is the work of Dr. Bruce Lipton, a cell biologist from Stanford. He spent years studying how beliefs affect biology. His conclusion was stunning. He found that the subconscious mind processes 40 million bits of information per second. Your conscious mind processes only 40. 40 versus 40 million. Your conscious goals are whispering. Your subconscious programming is screaming. This is not a spiritual idea. This is neuroscience. This is measurable. This is real. Now here is where it gets even more powerful. Your subconscious does not just hold old beliefs. It actively shapes what you see. There is a part of your brain called the reticular activating system. Scientists call it the RAS. Think of it as a filter for reality. Your RAS shows you what matches your beliefs and hides everything else. If you believe opportunities never come to you, your RAS will literally filter out opportunities. They will be right in front of you, and you will not see them. Not because they are not there, because your brain decided they are not relevant to your identity. This is why two people can live the same life and see completely different worlds. The successful person is not luckier. Their filter is just set differently. So how do we prove this is real? Let me show you one of the most powerful examples in modern history. Chapter 3. The Proof. In the 1950s, a young man grew up in extreme poverty in rural Tennessee. His family had nothing. His early life was filled with trauma and instability. By every external measure, he was set up to fail. His name was Jim Carrey. Wait, let me give you an even more precise example. In 1990, Jim Carrey was a broke and struggling comedian in Hollywood. He had almost nothing. But he did something unusual. He wrote himself a check for $10 million. He dated it for Thanksgiving 1995. He put in the memo line, "For acting services rendered." He kept that check in his wallet. He looked at it constantly. He visualized already having it. In 1994, he was paid exactly $10 million for Dumb and Dumber. Now, skeptics will say that is coincidence. But neuroscience explains exactly what happened. Jim Carrey was reprogramming his reticular activating system. He was feeding his subconscious a new identity. His brain started filtering for opportunities that matched the belief, "I am worth $10 million. And it found them. This is not magic. This is how the brain works. Look at Oprah Winfrey. She grew up in poverty and abuse. By conscious logic, she should have stayed stuck. But she has spoken repeatedly about how she rewired her inner story. She stopped seeing herself as a victim. She programmed her subconscious with a new identity. The result changed everything. Look at Michael Jordan. He was cut from his high school basketball team. His conscious mind experienced failure, but his subconscious response was different. He did not accept that failure as his identity. He used it to deepen a new belief. "I will become the greatest." His subconscious worked tirelessly to prove that belief right. Average people let their experiences write their programming. Successful people choose their programming and let it shape their experiences. That is the entire difference. Chapter 4. The Mindset Shift That Changes Everything. Here is what most people get wrong about the subconscious mind. They think they are stuck with it. They think childhood programming is permanent. They think if you grew up with limiting beliefs, you are finished. That is completely false. Your brain has a quality called neuroplasticity. It means your brain can physically change. New beliefs can form new neural pathways. Old pathways can weaken and fade. You are never too old. You are never too damaged. You are never too far gone. But here is the critical mindset shift you must make today. Stop trying to change your behavior. Start changing your identity. Average people say, "I want to be rich." Successful people say, "I am someone who creates wealth." Average people say, "I am trying to get healthy." Successful people say, "I am a healthy person." This is just what I do. Average people work on their actions. Successful people work on their self-concept. When your identity changes, your behavior changes automatically. You do not need willpower anymore. You do not need motivation. The action becomes natural because it matches who you believe you are. Dr. Maxwell Maltz discovered this in the 1960s. He was a plastic surgeon. He noticed that some patients who changed their physical appearance completely transformed their confidence and success, but others with the exact same surgery saw no life change at all. The difference was internal self-image. The people who changed inside changed everything. The people who only changed outside stayed the same. Your subconscious always moves you towards your self-image. Always, without exception. Change the image, and you change the direction of your entire life. Chapter 5. Apply it today. You do not need years of therapy. You do not need to understand everything. You just need to start today with these 3 steps. Step 1. Identify the hidden belief. Ask yourself this question right now. What do I secretly believe about money, success, or love? Not what you want to believe. What you actually believe deep down. Write it down honestly. Most people discover beliefs like, rich people are greedy, or I always mess things up, or successful people are just lucky. Once you see the belief, it loses some of its power immediately. You cannot fight an enemy you cannot see. Guard your mind like it is your most valuable asset. Because it is, and now you know how to fix it. If this video shifted something in you today, hit the like button right now. It helps this message reach someone who truly needs it. Drop a comment below and tell me, what is one limiting belief you're going to reprogram starting today? I read every single comment.